Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a dedicated review on a brand new perfume release from Commodity. This one is called Juice. I have here all three versions, and I'm going to let you guys know why there's three versions because Commodity always does this. A quick thank you to Commodity for sending these fragrances over. I was not told to be making a video. This video is not sponsored, but I probably would have bought this perfume on my own anyway. This perfume has my name written all over it because if you've been following this channel, you know how much I love the berries. I love strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. If I see those types of notes in perfumes, I automatically know I'm most likely gonna like that perfume. So when I saw the name of this perfume, first of all, it's called Juice, and all of Commodity's kind of perfume names are very literal, so like they almost explain exactly what the perfume smells like. So with the Milk line, for example, they're very lactonic and milky and creamy. They have those marshmallowy notes, and that's what they smell like. And now we have Juice, and already that sounds juicy. Take a look at this card right here with all the berries behind it. That's basically what we can expect when it comes to these perfumes. Now, Commodity, if you don't know, always kind of releases any of their fragrances in threes, and they do this in levels of intensity, which is something really unique that I don't think any other brand does, and something that is really smart because a lot of people can love that perfume, but some people are super sensitive to smell, some people really want a crazy smell, and then some people just want, you know, a regular intensity of perfume. And when it comes to Commodity, they give you kind of the same perfume in three different intensities. So we have the expressive, which is kind of like right down the middle, your standard perfume, not too strong, not too light, right in the middle. Then you have your bold one, which is for those of you bold girls out there that you want to go into a room and fill it up with your fragrance and you want to show up and show out. And then if you are a quiet girly and you like really soft fragrances, they have the personal as well. So that's something really helpful if you are somebody that is kind of picky when it comes to the strength of your fragrances. All I'm gonna say before we get into it is if you are a berry girl and you like juicy, sweet, berry kind of scents, you're gonna want to listen up. I've been wearing all three of these for the past few days, just testing them out, testing out the long wear and all these things. So with all that said, before we get into it, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. Okay, so a little description they've put here in this note card is that this is a mouth-watering trilogy of fragrances featuring strawberry, raspberry, and rhubarb, those being kind of like the main notes that are in here. And just look at this picture right here. It's like strawberry juice basically, and it's making my mouth water. Okay, so let's start with the OG Juice. So this is the expressive. This is kind of, you know, your standard intensity kind of fragrance. It smells so good. This has made me realize a big regret of another perfume that I bought that was very, very pricey, and I still don't know if I necessarily regret it, but then I kind of do every time I smell this. And let me tell you guys what I mean by this. So Juice to me reminds me a good amount of Delina by Perfume de Marly, but it's like exactly what I wished Delina was. Not that I don't like Delina, even though I know I constantly feel like I pick apart Delina a little bit because Delina is just not one of those perfumes where I can just get up and wear on a daily basis. I know for a lot of people it's like a signature scent. For me, I have to be really, really in the mood for it because the lychee and the rhubarb are a little too bitter and sometimes a little sharp. It's a lot of a fragrance. The rose is pretty heavy in it. It is a very unique scent. It's super feminine, and I definitely see the beauty. I mean, I bought it for a reason. I do like the scent, but then when I smell perfumes like this, I'm like, this is exactly what I wish that scent smelled like, because it has that same sort of rhubarb that's in Delina, but in here it doesn't smell bitter. And because it has so much juiciness from the strawberry and the raspberry, it makes the smell so good. Another scent that this reminds me of is a Bath and Body Works scent, which is You're the One. And I know You're the One also has rose and strawberry nectar in it, so again the notes are like very similar, and that makes me feel like this layered with You're the One is going to be the ultimate combo. It's so feminine, it's so sexy, and You're the One already performs so well on its own, especially being a body mist, but with this on top. First of all, this, even just the standard intensity one, the expressive, performs really well. This stays on me for like 6 to 8 hours and even plus, so the longevity is really great. Their description of it is that it will make your mouth water just thinking about it. Perfectly ripe strawberry, rhubarb, and raspberry pulp are blended until smooth with a base of amberwood. This is so delicious. I can't even describe it into words. The rhubarb, I think, is what is ultimately kind of giving me a similar vibe to Delina. And I can maybe smell a little hint, tiny hint of rose. Just like a really beautiful feminine rose scent in here. Nothing about this is too mature. It's juicy and fun and bubbly, but definitely not juvenile. If you love juicy raspberry, strawberry kind of scents, you can literally smell the juiciness in this. I love this one. This is definitely my favorite, I would say, out of the 3, but they all kind of smell the same, just different intensities. But I really personally love the just standard intense one. And then there's the Juice Minus. So this is the Juice Personal one. This is supposed to be kind of more of a close to skin scent. You don't want to be too loud with your scent, but you still want to smell really good. In here they've added fresh violet leaf, which makes for a sparkling interpretation of juice that showcases the transparent side of ripe red fruit. So although we still have the strawberry and the raspberry in here, it's just more tame. And I would say this one's also slightly a bit more green and definitely more close to the skin and just really light and soft. But the juiciness in here is not as pronounced, which is why, in my opinion, this is my least favorite. It's still not bad, and if you want a lower intensity from the regular commodity, then I guess go for this one. But it is more green, just saying. Definitely has that violet leaf down to like the leafy part. And then we have the Juice Plus, which is the bold version. Now with this one, this is a deep dense marmalade. This jammier rendition of juice has been steeped in vetiver, patchouli, and amberwood. So this is just, like they said, more of a richer, way richer, amplified, definitely jammier version. It just feels like those fruits are not as fresh, not in a bad way, but they're more just like intensified. They're sweetened. It's literally like you can get the kind of like deep, thick, jammy type of scent in it. I love this one too. This one is super sexy. I don't know what it is, maybe the patchouli, which normally I would be kind of put off with, but in combo with everything else, I feel like this is super sexy. And I feel like this I would love for like date night, even though I would still probably wear this for date night too. But this one just has like edgier, a darker vibe to it, so it feels like the nighttime for sure. This is kind of like, you know, whenever. And then the Personal is definitely fresh out the shower. You just want to smell fresh with a little hint of fruits, but nothing crazy. I love these. I'm kind of honestly stuck between these two as my favorites. I don't know which one I even love more. I really love this bold one, but the expressive is definitely the juiciest of the juice line. Like definitely that strawberry, the raspberry is there. It's just absolutely delicious, and the amberwood in all 3 of these perfumes makes them really sexy. It kind of brings out a woodiness, and they're all super smooth for having that rhubarb. Rhubarb in my experience has been kind of a sharp note, and none of these give me a weird sharp or synthetic or just weird scent on my skin. And usually this note doesn't do well on my skin, especially when I first apply it. It like becomes really synthetic and kind of bitter, but these never do. So I really love these. Honestly, this might be my new favorite fragrance for like my daily wear, especially now for the summertime coming up. This is gonna do perfect with the heat because it's just juicy, fresh, but still sweet and sexy and super feminine. This is beautiful. Absolutely love this juice fragrance. I highly recommend it, especially if you love berries. And if you've ever tried Delina and you're like, this scent is not bad, but I wish it was different in some way, I feel like this is literally the Easy Blind Buy Delina. It's like a better version of Delina, dare I say. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for saying that because I know Delina has a big fan base and I'm not hating on it, but I know it could be a lot, and this is definitely just like that everyday version of it. So I mean, to get that scent in almost a better way for a fraction of the cost, I don't know. That's just my opinion. All right, so that is it for this review on the brand new Juice by Commodity. Thank you again to them for sending this perfume over. I am loving it right now. I cannot wait to do layering combos. Like I said, I already have You're the One in mind, but there's so many things I could do with this berry wise, and I have other perfumes that are very berry oriented that I can just bring out those berries even more. Not that it's needed, it's already so like juicy and delicious to begin with, but the possibilities are endless. Definitely keep a lookout for a future layering video with that perfume. But that is it for me today. Let me know what you guys think about this one if you've gotten your hands on it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.